Welcome to I Bring the Table. I'm Kishana, one of the moderators.
I'm Takeiyah Brown. I'm an ELA special education teacher, ninth through 10th grade. So I'm with the big kids, high school.
Yes, yes. So Takeiyah, we were talking earlier, and you were saying there are so many things that you want to do come 2025.
Yes.
And you are learning how to give yourself grace. What are some of the things you are practicing to give yourself grace?
I think I undervalued the word no a lot. I used to think that saying no was like, you're not giving love, you're not serving your people, but no has power, right? It's setting boundaries. And I think I'm starting to learn that as I become an adult, where you have to say no. You have to keep sometimes the best parts of you to yourself, because you can't give too much.
Right.
You only have one life to live. And that's where I'm learning, set boundaries, say no, and keep those best parts, space and grace for myself. Because like I told you before, I'd never given myself as much grace as I've given other people. And that's where I'm walking into, the next season of my life, learning to say no, keeping those best parts to myself, because you only have one life to live, and it's too precious. So yeah.
Right. I would even say sometimes giving yourself grace is understanding that where you may not be where you want to be, everything is a journey, and we don't always get there so quickly. So giving yourself grace and saying, I'm not here, but I've come this far to get here, and giving yourself grace for that as well, right?
Yeah, because I'm very hard on myself, and sometimes when you're hard on yourself, you're not even kind to who you are and what you're doing. And a lot of the time, social media plays into that, where you're watching everybody else that you grew up with, or you're watching everybody that you went to school with, and you're like, why am I not getting a house? Why am I not having my own business? And then you realize that it's a marathon, it's not a race. Everybody, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Absolutely. So that's absolutely where I'm at, where I'm like, it's okay, it's gonna happen. And you'll sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this in 2 years, 5 years, but God will come and laugh at you and be like, baby girl, relax.
Right.
So I agree with you. It's like in time it'll happen.
So how do you celebrate the small wins?
I know this may be cheesy, but now I go to stores like Home Goods.
I love Home Goods.
I love Home Goods. I love Target. Sometimes I'll just sit home, and there's a show called The Office. I love that show. So like I'll just be home. I'll make one of my favorite dishes. I'll make Brussels sprouts. I'll pour a glass of wine. And I enjoy my own time, like I enjoy my time. And that's how I celebrate myself. Like sometimes I just take myself out to dinner. I won't tell anybody what I'm doing, even though my sister, she has my location. She can see wherever I'm at. I love you, Ebony. And I'll just take myself to like Olive Garden. I'll take myself to go get sushi. I do the things that I like, and I don't have to. I could be in a room full of people, and I know I could sit at a table by myself. Right. Because I love myself now more than I ever did before. I love myself more than I did 5 years ago, 2 minutes ago. Like that's what it is, pouring the love back into myself, and I'm committed to that, pouring that love back into myself.
I love that. So to wrap this up, what are you bringing with you for the table? You're bringing the table. What comes with your table?
Determination, self-love. Saying no, that's what I'm bringing to the table, because I was told something. The table may be set, right? But what dish are you bringing? What are you serving? What ingredients can you bring? And as Black women, we bring so much more than that.
Absolutely.
The table may be set, but we're going to bring better chairs.
That's right.
We're going to bring better silverware.
That's right.
We set the tone for any and everything that we do. And as Black women, we forget that. And that's what I'm bringing, to remind young Black women in my shoes, and that's coming up to my age. I'm still young, but it doesn't feel like that because of how hard my generation has to work. So I'm trying to remind my generation and the generations coming after me that, like, no matter how young you are, don't play with yourself, right? Like all these rap songs, Lola Brooks, she said, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with yourself, okay? Because I'm not playing, so... 2025, watch out, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, yes, thank you
for
Queen. Answering. You're welcome. Have a good one.
Thank you.